Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday and happy Halloween on this episode of Washington Live, powered by KCTC. I'm your host, Jaron Rosien. I'm joined by co-host Diana Rich.
Good morning.
Good morning. Our producer, Nick Steffens, and our publisher, Matt Bryan, is in the studio today as well to watch this show, powered by KCTC, but part of the Southeast Iowa Union. We're going to carve a pumpkin while doing the show and see what happens. It's kind of a fun little Halloween thing. We've drawn a little bit on our patterns. You had some pro tips. What's pro tip number one?
Oh yeah, pro tip number one. If you have a red expo marker, that's best because it kind of blends in with the orange. And then after you're done carving, if you use a little rubbing alcohol, you can take the lines off if you missed them while you were cutting. So those are my pro tips.
Pro tip, rubbing alcohol. We do have safety first. This is the first aid kit I got at the golf tournament, care of Washington County Hospital.
Just in case.
CPR mask. And we do have some nice carving knives. I do want to show the knives that Nicholas brought for us today. Take a nice look here. He says it's sharp and totally fun.
Yeah, it's fun.
But on first glance, it is terrifying.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give you guys my good
murder
knives.
show.
Yeah, you said you had
And then
knives.
Jaron brought in this nice plastic cloth and it had leaves. So it's fall decor.
Fall decor. All right, so we're going to start carving the pumpkin and do things at the same time. Let's see. Local events, weather. I'll do weather. You'll do local events?
Yep, sounds good.
It's 53 degrees and partly cloudy. Trick-or-treat weather, clear skies with temperatures falling from 59 to 53. So absolutely perfect.
Yeah, hopefully not like when you get like a super cool costume when you're a kid, then your mom makes you put a jacket on.
Right, all the things underneath.
Yeah.
All right, for local events, obviously today's Halloween and a few Halloween events. We have the walk-through trunk or treat at the United Presbyterian Church tonight from 6 to 7 p.m. and that's located just to the north of the church there on the street. Once Upon a Time Harvest Festival at the Washington First Assembly from 5 to 7 p.m. tonight. And then, of course, the citywide trick-or-treat from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. And then, looks like tomorrow we have Meet the Candidates Forum and Mixer at Lebowski's. The forum is from 4 to 5, and the mixer is from 5 to 6. If you have questions.
And it will be streamed on Washington Live.
Oh, yeah.
So tune in.
I've got to say, that forum sounds a lot more fun than the forum that I did in the primary, which was in the auditorium and very formal. A candidate forum at a bar sounds like, yeah, that's my jam.
Might attract more people, too. I'm not sure.
I missed out. Okay, so we have the police report to do. Let's see. Oh, there's that. Did you have a good weekend, by the way? You said you carved pumpkins last night.
It was good. We were busy. Soccer on Saturday.
We have a lid.
Do you want me to show
Basketball on
want me
Sunday.
to show the photos of the pumpkins?
Yeah, and then last night we did trick-or-treating. Or not trick-or-treating. Pumpkin carving. My son did Dude Perfect, which is the one on the left, and then my other son Dexter did the standard jack-o'-lantern in the middle, and then I'm currently obsessed with pickleball, so of course I did a pickleball jack-o'-lantern.
Great.
So only one person cried out of 3. No injuries. It wasn't me. It was the youngest, but we worked through it. So.
Well, I am inspired by both. I'm using the classic jack-o'-lantern for my goal here. And let's talk about pickleball a little bit. Thank you for sending that video, the 5 stages of pickleball on Insta. So Diane, I've also been joining for pickleball. My regular workout's at 8:15, but then you can go at 9:30 for the basically there's a wide age range of 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. All of the people playing are like, oh, it's just for fun. It's super casual, but they are brutal, merciless. That is what I've experienced in a good way.
Yeah,
But they don't.
Picked up pickleball a couple months ago, and yeah, I was a skeptic at first, didn't think it'd be fun, and then have slowly become slightly obsessed with it. But I did have to miss this morning, so.
Sacrifices.
I know.
I see why you like this. This is kind of a neat little tool. You brought in perfect stuff.
So one thing that I saw online this weekend that I tried yesterday with my kids was using a hand mixer that you would make brownies with or something.
Millie Youngquist recommended that to us on Friday's show.
Yeah, so what I saw was people, instead of taking the top off, they flipped it to the bottom.
That's why we have plastic.
That's one way to empty out the pumpkin. They cut the bottom instead of the top, and then they held it on their lap, and then you can make the bottom essentially wider and put a hand mixer in it. But honestly, I didn't think it worked well for us. I think you'd have to have like a ginormous pumpkin to be able to do that. Anyways.
I'm impressed by your toughness. Like, I'm used to kitchen, I just all gloved up, and you're just raw dogging it.
I feel like having boys have made me tough because I used to like scream when I put my hand inside a pumpkin, but now it's just, it is what it is.
Oh, on break, I'll show you. Janae and Braden brought Lincoln and Carter down, and they were little dinosaurs, so they did the grandparent tour and saw all of the kiddos, because she's also a mother of boys. Hey,
Did you get it all cleaned out?
I got it all cleaned
Wow,
out.
I'm impressed how quickly you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, killing it.
I can't wait for this to smell like pumpkin for the rest of the day for me. And probably for the rest of the week.
And all the staff.
Just going right into Thanksgiving. You just go into pumpkin pie making and.
So I saw Gary Barta came to Rotary on Thursday.
I heard that. That's awesome.
He is a smooth speaker, I will share, because the questions were hard and from multiple directions, and he unflinching and very articulate. Of course, you wouldn't be in that big stud job for 17 years if you couldn't,
I kind of wondered what
maneuver.
kind of questions he would get asked, and so.
The first question right out the gate from an older person was about transgendered athletes. So it started strong.
Okay.
And then it went into Brian and being fired or not fired.
Okay.
And I was perfect because I was kind of playing nice guy, but I was also texting Kaylin, like, throw out the nepotism word, straight up ask how they navigate nepotism. So I was like playing kind of both sides of the fence there.
Yeah.
And he just spoke about how it has never been Kirk's practice to fire in the middle. So like what that would look like and so on. And then I kind of interrupted with a zinger. What that would look like is an awkward Thanksgiving Christmas at the Farron's house.
Right. Yes, that would be. So what did you do this weekend?
So I did work stuff Saturday and also made an appearance at Leroy's where there was live music. So I did my party, then that, and then came back. And what was yesterday? Just catered for the Saturday kitchen. 120 people they served.
Oh, wow.
At your church, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was a successful event. And didn't make the police report, but I'm looking forward to reviewing what those that did.
Yeah, I did not look at that. I'm a little nervous about what you're
All right, do we want to trade off back and forth?
Sure.
As we go through the call, I'll do the rundown and then we can do our interesting calls. We've had 66 calls for service since the last show, 13 in traffic, 5 in arrest warrants, 5 suspicious activity, 5 animal, 4 assault, 4 court order violations, 3 sex offender checks, 3s and 2s for the rest of the burglary, vandalism, fire, fraud, there's 2 public intox.
Yeah.
Did we pull any of those?
I don't know if they were anything noteworthy other than just like a drunk guy.
Okay. Singles for the rest of the list as well. The first one starts on Strong in the McDonald's parking lot. Reports a car in the drive-thru at McDonald's smells of marijuana. There's smoke coming out of the windows. 109 followed the vehicle to the residence. Charges pending DCI lab results.
I think that's called the munchies.
I think it's called smoking a blunt in the McDonald's drive-thru, apparently.
All right.
How would you do a circle one? Which do you, like one of the little saws?
Yeah, I would probably, maybe this one.
This little one there?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, circles are hard. Let's see here. Service contacts in Washington reports being out with a young female who is on a bike that is too big for her. She was on the 4 lanes. 110 spoke with the female and her father. She was advised to stay on the sidewalk.
So she was, what was it?
Someone reported being out with a young female who was on a bike that is too big for her. So the bike was too big?
Yeah, I don't know if that's a crime or not, but...
At first I read it that she was with somebody that was too big for her.
All right, what do we have next? We got one eye hole. Let's see, Kelowna, Highway 1 and 140th, caller report, oh, no, I'm skipping one. And I got a good one. North side of Washington, caller reports a resident threw salt on his friend's cat. 108 responded, no animal abuse.
Wow.
I definitely want to know what's going on there.
Like I said in the last episode, I feel like there should be a category of just being a jerk in the police report.
Well, sometimes you can read between the lines, but that one is...
Might be called seasoning.
Seasoning.
This was a traffic deer accident near Kelowna. Caller reports car versus deer on 140th Street and Highway 1. No injuries. Deer ran off. An operator had help coming.
So the deer won in the deer versus car.
Yeah.
Sounds like it. We have one more on Madison. Caller reports a vehicle is broken down across from AutoZone. 109 responded and one was unable to locate.
Because I assume he went into AutoZone.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I'm like, he probably went in and got what he needed, and off he went. Right. We are going to go to break, and after we come back, we'll pick up where we left off and finish our pumpkins on today's Happy Halloween episode of Washington Live. We'll see you after the break.
Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Hey Vina, how long should socks be?
I don't know.
12 inches so you can put a foot in them.
Welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. We're co-hosting today, Diana and I, Jaron, Nick in the studio, and Matt watching in the back, so we don't injure ourselves.
Why didn't we wear costumes today?
I thought about it, but it seemed like that was too much. We went with pumpkin instead.
Yeah. What's been your best adult costume?
I've normally done things that go with whatever hair I've had. So I did Ace Ventura one year, or Ventura, whatever.
Yeah.
When I had a top knot, I did one of those blow-up sumo costumes with the top knot. My one favorite would be I went as Lord our Savior, Jesus Christ, but not offensive, like crucified Christ. I was fishes and loaves. So I had wine and bread and a fish and a robe.
Yeah.
And so it was like a positive spin. I found it like terrible when people are like hauling across. I'm like, that is too far.
Right.
But I tried to do it respectfully, but went as Jesus. And
Lots of good costumes.
those would be the top three, I think. This year, it's still a little rocky. All right, so you're beating me, right? You have 3 holes.
Yep.
I've only got 2.
But my mouth here is kind of complicated, so.
And mine has a little like sticky out jaw. Like, we're gonna make it work. So Nick, while we focus and not injure ourselves,
Yes.
why don't you do your horror story thing that you had?
So this is from the subreddit 2-second horror stories. So this is an example of one that's supposed to be like what they're supposed to be. It's been almost a decade since I saw my mother, and she still reminds me every day that I misbehave again, she'll take my hearing too. So that's what they're supposed to be.
Okay.
Here's some examples.
Have you heard of this before?
No, I haven't.
There's a Netflix show that has taken some of these and turned them into like actual like 20-minute episodes. So here's some of the not so good 2-second horror stories.
Okay.
I'm finally alone, I said to myself as I sat in my bedroom at midnight. No, you're not, said Knife Guy.
Yep, that's bad.
Yep. Santa Claus is coming to town. Little did we know it was evil Santa.
Okay, also bad.
Barry loved to play in the snow, but so did the meatworm.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
All right, I got the mouth coming out here.
Holy, that was very fast.
It took me like an hour when I did my jack-o'-lanterns this year. I'm very impressed.
I'm telling you, I got warmed up last night with my pickleball pumpkin, but I did kind of cheat. I used a drill and a large drill bit,
Oh, you used a hole saw?
Which was really fun. Although then the drill died, and then I was like so committed to it, so then I used a hammer and the drill bit.
What?
And I was a little worried. I was a little worried I'd get hurt, but I didn't. Just teach my kids life skills.
That's perfect.
So now I'm going to use rubbing alcohol to get these black lines off.
And I'm
Parents
just
to be
trying
amazed. Okay, continue, Nick.
This will be the last one. I decided to go on a tour of the IKEA factory. Little did I know that I'd find the creature that lays the IKEA meatballs.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Yeah. Well, it's a horror story.
Oh, I see. Have you done much IKEA shopping?
Whenever I go there, I'm so excited, and then I get in there and I'm just so overwhelmed. And then I buy things that I don't need, and then I get home and wished I would have bought other things, and so usually doesn't go well.
With you. Or I think I have my mouth hole done.
So another thing that I saw on this awesome Instagram reel with pro tips for carving a pumpkin was if you do it early in the season, which Nick said that he did with his girlfriend. Early in the season, rotted, got disgusting.
Yeah.
Apparently you're supposed to like rub Vaseline
That's what will solve
around. Yeah, and that helps.
I would have needed a lot of Vaseline to save my pumpkin. It
If I
was
had a nickel.
pretty gross.
But we waited to do ours until last night, and then this morning I went out and realized that we left the candles burning all night. So luckily there was no.
Were they still going?
Yeah, one was.
Oh, that's impressive. Very good. I'm almost there for my. It's coming together. I think we have one more break to go to. Why don't we do that? And then we'll sit and have our pumpkins on display, and we'll finish with the birthday game. Of course, if you have a birthday shout out, you can put that in the chat or email washialive@gmail.com. Am I missing anything?
I don't think so.
We'll see you after the break.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Welcome back to Washington Live, powered by KCTC. Diana and I are going to finish the show out with the birthday game and showing off our finished product, our finished pumpkins.
I'm feeling pretty good that nobody got hurt. Nobody stabbed themselves.
Yeah, I normally have pretty good knife skills, but I've not tried to do. This is could be pushing it.
Standing up, cutting a pumpkin on air.
Yep.
You've never done that before?
Never done that before. I thought about raising it too. I'm used to tall counters. I kind of like to work like here, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna.
Looks good.
Thanks.
Nice work.
Yeah, we'll work. So what do we have, Nick? We have some celebrity birthdays and some
Yes.
national days.
Do you want to?
Happy anniversary to a couple people. We have Cody and Morgan Redlinger with 2 years. And in the chat, what did we have?
Paul Joe Ferris McConnell says happy anniversary to Willie and Nikki McConnell.
Happy anniversary to Willie and Nikki. So a few anniversaries today on Halloween.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
That would be fun.
Do you want to show the photos of the costumes?
Oh, yeah. So this is my two nephews, Lincoln and Carter, Janae's boys, mother of boys, and they are obviously dinosaurs, and they came and did the Grandma tour yesterday.
Those are fun costumes. You can bundle up underneath if you need to. And
Smart, yeah.
Yes.
That is smart
Awesome.
work. All right, let's play this birthday game, and then we'll show off our pumpkins.
All right, so national days, if your birthday's today, obviously it's Halloween. Also National Doorbell Day and National Magic Day. So if you're ringing the doorbell.
Those all tie in. Those are
Yeah, it
festive.
does.
So let's just get right into it. First up, we have Rob Schneider, wherever he is in this list of celebrities. Here he is, Rob Schneider, the comedic actor.
Yeah. Is he in Happy Gilmore?
Yep. That was the
So I'm
first,
like,
that was the first one I thought of.
Yeah, I think he's one of Adam Sandler's friends, so he gets put in
Yeah,
every
that
single
sounds
one
about
of his movies.
All right, let's go 59.
I'll do 55. No, he's probably older, but 55 it is.
He is 59, so hopping out to a big lead to start.
I'll help with the scorekeeping because, you know.
Next up, we have, where is she? Willow Smith, the daughter of Will Smith, also pictured.
All right, so I'll go first on this one. Is Will older or younger than Jaden? Can I have a hint?
No.
Do you know the answer?
Yes.
All right. Let's go with like 27.
31.
She's younger than I am. She's 22.
Oh, jeez. I was basing off
So is
how
he-
old I thought Will was.
Is she younger than Jaden then?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, that
I think
would help.
Jane's slightly older than me.
I was just 9 years old. Not bad.
Where's Peter Jackson at?
Yeah, I think you just. Oh,
There he is.
I don't recognize Peter. Do you know
He is
him?
the director of The Lord of the Rings.
I
So
see.
again, another person that's not in front of the camera, but is still very, very famous.
Perfect. Happy birthday to him. 60. No, wait, he's probably in his 50s. Let's go 50. Actually, is it your turn?
Sure,
Yes,
I'll
I
go
think.
62.
And then I'll go 59.
He is 61, so I believe
Both get a point. So 3, 2, 1. We haven't played pickleball against each other yet, have we?
Yeah, we did last week.
When we were matched.
Tracy and I, and you and Corey.
Yes, that's right. That was a
fun.
good
That was
matchup.
fun. I want to rematch.
That took a lot of work for those points. But
Next up is Vanilla Ice. Here he is with 2 bags of ice and a
That makes
baby.
sense.
I see what you did there.
Yep.
yeah, Tracy's a little mouthy when you play with her. That was okay. So Vanilla Ice. I'll go first.
Ice, ice, baby.
Yes, of course. Ice. I didn't think about the bait. That's well done. All right. So, what do you think? 55.
Oh, yeah. 53.
He is 55. So Jared,
Ooh.
close
Jared,
the
look
gap.
at you.
On the board, 2 points, and then that's 1 point, Diana. So you have 4-3, and we get one more. This
Okay.
Yes. Where is he? It's Dermot Mulroney, very famous for Western movies. Also, he's
It's an interesting name, Dermot.
Dermot and
Hey, I
Mulroney.
should have named one of my kids that. With our
these?
theme D. Dermot.
Is it who's first on this one?
You are.
Okay. So,
Well, I don't remember. Actually, maybe it's me.
okay, go ahead.
67.
All right, 63.
He is 59.
Oh my God.
Oh, I was so close. I'm like, no, I think we got to swing lower. So I think you take the win then.
Yep, 4-3.
We've enjoyed a different little Halloween day. Thank you for watching to all of our viewers. Of course, if you have an idea that you'd like to see on the show or a guest that you'd recommend, you can stick that in the chat. We're going to close out showing off our pumpkins, just throwing our phones in there. And what do we have?
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the way to end it. Thank you for watching Washington Live, powered by KCTC.
Happy Halloween.
We'll see you soon.